All right. We're going to tap into Jill Scott real quick and see what's going on with her. Hopefully, this one won't take as long. Then I left our knowledge here. Purpose, wisdom, creation, a psychic understanding, the watery eye. Mm. It's weird how I got to Jill Scott, anyways. But I did. Your name came up, so we gonna see what's going on with Jill. It's a lot of water energy going on. Emotions make me cry sometimes. Words of wisdom, peace, and thank you, Ruwa Kakiraj, for Jill Scott. Please and thank you. Setting the energy for Jill Scott. We got entering into the mystery with Dove, Mother Neckbat, Mother Moot, Nephthys, and Isis. We got Anubis at the bottom of the deck, Surrender, the Shaman, Enlightened Heart. And we have Wadjet, the Life Force Energy, Purification, and the Divine Awakener. Okay, entering into the mystery. Trusted, Ruwak Hakadash, the Alchemist with Mother Neckbat, Mother Moot, Nephthys, High Priestess, and Isis energy, the twin sisters. The Sphinx energy is on here as well as the pyramid and the Nile River is on this card as well. So there's something rooted there. I want to get another card for that. Yeah, go to pyramid, earth element. So there's something rooted there, right? The cosmic libraries, being able to open up the books and read something here with the Sphinx energy right here by the pyramid. Is the pyramid right here, and the Sphinx energy. Sphinx is right next to it. So there's something rooted in the earth about intuitively feeling something. So there could be actually some sort of work, right? So I want to say this. There could be one claiming to embody the Isis energy, right? Or they could work heavily with Isis, right? Energy. The thing about that is, if you do your studies, if you know what you would know that Isis has a twin sister. So even if you have harnessed the Isis energy, understand that another can be able to harness her twin sister's energy as well. So in a way, it's always like a balance, the duality, even though like if you study the Kemetic history, Isis is always representative as the light body, right? Positive energy. And Nephthys could be considered uh, as the negative energy or the dark energy. But that's not necessarily true that she's just dark energy. It's the balance of it all. Isis They could embody the Isis energy and use it in the negative aspects, just like one could embody Nephi's energy and use her energy in the positive aspects. So it doesn't have to be light or dark or positive and negative, but the understanding of the duality of it all, that they balance each other out because they were twins, sisters. So if one embodies Isis, understand that there's a counterpart to you, and Nephthys would be that counterpart. So if you use Isis, someone could use Nephthys. It's the example or the best way to explain the energy that I'm feeling here with this dove energy and Neckbet Mother Moot with the alchemist. So the alchemy of it all, right? Understanding that they're twins. So they are of the same DNA, right? Words of wisdom, please, and thank you for Jill Scott. What's going on here? We have Tahuti with illumination, architect of wisdom, enlightened communication, the cosmic influences with Mayat and Tahuti, Mayat, Thoth, and Khepera, the cosmic dance, right? As I was just talking about, explaining that, the illumination of the communication, right? How, they say like twin siblings, they can look at each other and feel or intuitively know what the other twin is thinking, or they could feel their twin if they're in some sort of distress or harm, or they feel their emotions, they feel their thoughts, they can feel it. Over here by the throat chakra and the heart chakra, we have sacred purpose, Ptah, Nut, Geb, and Anubis, the divine parents, and then we have the earth element here with the pyramid over here on this leopard jasper, the leopard print. As above, so below. Here, Nut and Geb, the divine parents. We have Ptah, watch, right? A witness, the prophet, being able to speak something into existence here. Anubis, the gatekeeper. Right? Surrender. Surrender. There's something happening there. I don't know if Jill is working with someone in order to manifest something, but there's something going on there. Words of wisdom, please, to thank you for Jill Scott. A birth creation here. The mother of dawn. The emissary, agency and compassion. Chiron. The necessity to focus on a transition here. I don't know if she has a son, but I'm feeling a son. A child. Completion, support, and expediency here on the sacral chakra. Someone birthed here. Completion, support, and expediency. Thanatos, the warden of this. Something is happening very quickly here. Danu, the mother of creation. Motherhood, ferocity, and creation. It's triggering somebody. Somebody's upset. They want to create something here. And they may have to give up something that they had birthed. Someone that they had birthed. Keter, crown, spirituality, and Netzer, right leg, endurance here with the victory. The spoken word here. There could be even a conversation about she could have issues with the child. It could be a son. Words of wisdom, please and thank you. What's going on with Jill Scott? Words of wisdom, please and thank you. We got Ref, the angel of time, came out in reverse. The past, the present, a clock and a torch here. High left leg submission, surrender to fate and destiny, prayers, nature, the mystery, going with the flow. Hasmed, the angel of annihilation. Something is being cast into the void here. They possibly wanted to force something here, but I feel like it's not working out the way that they wanted it to work out because they've run out of time, or there's only a certain amount of time that they have to complete something, and it possibly is not working out the way that they wanted it to work out, or it didn't happen the way that they initiated it for it to happen here. Raziel, the keeper of mysteries here, the keeper of knowledge, records, something's recorded. Something could have been pre-recorded as well. Words of wisdom, please. And thank you, Ruach HaKodesh, for Jill Scott. Zachriel came out in reverse. The angel of memory. Azrael, the angel of death. Shemekiel, the angel of vengeance. What also flipped over is Shahatiel, the angel of silence. And then we have Estabis, the angel of divination, the sacred alignment, fate. And then we have Israfel, the angel of song, the tower. Ooh. There could be like a song, right, that someone has pre-recorded, right? So somebody could be actually trying to reestablish some sort of career or release a song, and they need something to jumpstart it. It's almost like that empathy or sympathy, right? They need something that is going to drive people to buy into something, is what I'm feeling. Possibly because someone hasn't released something in a period of time. They don't feel like they will be received enough. They could be afraid that they're not going to be successful. So there could be like a sympathy or empathy, like emotion. There's something that is driving people emotionally to buy into something. Last card, please. And thank you, Ruach HaKodesh. All these cards came out in reverse. Zachiel, the angel of mercy, came out in reverse. The smoke and the hammer, and that's also judgment. Remember, there's something that happened in the past that they may have thought that someone had forgotten. That could come back up. Time, sitting back in silence. Motherhood. So do you remember the time? Somebody doesn't want to remember the time when someone could have even admitted to something here. So someone's parents could have I don't know if someone's parent wasn't around at that time. They could say that it was their grandparents that raised them. They were their birth parents were never around. They were always moving. They were always doing something else. So there could be a reason why a child could not be as honorable or respectful to their parents. Like I'm thinking about Angie Stone, right? Angie Stone's daughter. Angie Stone was on TV going through it with her own daughter because she chose to be on a road more than being a mother towards her child. It's something similar to that, right? Like you were always on the road. You were always doing this. You were always doing that. You didn't have time for me. You didn't raise me. My grandmother raised me. My aunt raised me. Something like that, to that effect. So there could be some sort of conflict going on here. Fertility, growth. And now this child is grown up and they're not respectful towards their birth parent here. Keter crown spirituality here, spoken word, the words that they speak. There's a spiritual epiphany happening. So someone could Make a song explaining that. Someone could want to enter into the industry and they have some sort of music that their parents don't support, or they are saying that their parents don't support them in their drive to become a singer, rapper, or a poet, or whatever it is that they are trying to become. They don't support them. So they have an issue with that. So I don't know if it's a shaming thing going on. She could have some issues with a child trying to shame her publicly. Um, these disrespectful children or something to that effect. Words of wisdom, please, and thank you for Jill Scott. Please and thank you for Rock Kakadash. We got the Two of Clovers, which is the Six of Pentacles, came out towards the left. We have the King of Pentacles with its fertility, the fish on here. And then we have the Eight of Spades, which is the diamonds with the estate here, a garden. Somebody could be entitled to they could feel entitled to some sort of money because they are a child of someone famous. Their mother can want them to get a job and they don't want to get a job. Their choice for fame and fortune, they chose to come towards the public to help balance themselves out. And as I was saying, there could be some sort of shaming going on, saying that they chose to be the spotlight, they chose to be famous, they chose to chase their dreams versus being a mother or raising their children up or whatnot. There's just something about that. And they feel entitled, the son, they feel entitled to live a particular way. Words of wisdom, they could actually have gotten cut off. Words of wisdom, please, and thank you, Ruach HaKodesh. Card that came out, Queen of Cups on the base chakra. With the stork, as I was talking about fertility issues, there's something crumbling down, the foundation. Something is crumbling, the Seven of Wands. They could be defensive over their motherhood. They could be very combative, argumentative. King of Pentacles, again, fertility with their own child. They could even have some sort of public outlash or going back and forth. Toxic energy between mother and child, mother and son, or it could be baby daddy issues. But there's something here that's proven, right? Documents. They could be talking about cutting someone out of the will. It could be like someone forged their name on some sort of documents. Their mother is upset about that. There could be some sort of bill. They could have gotten a large bill and they feel like their mother should pay for it. And she's like, no. And so this could be the reason why this person is attacking their mother. And it could also be like a note that was left. It could be a note that was left for why they did something to themselves. Here, there's Moon card. And then we have the King of Swords energy. Someone could be very violent or harsh with their words. Words of wisdom, please, and thank you for Jill Scott. Why they could harm themselves, attempt to harm themselves. If they are doing such, it's very toxic is what I'm feeling. Words of wisdom, please, and thank you for Jill Scott. We have the Sun card that came out towards the right. The rising of the sun and the going down of the same here. The choice is one made. We have this main female. And we have the whip, a spiritual lashing here. Some sort of punishment. And it could be because of someone's lifestyle. Let's get one more. Crossroads. It could be their lifestyle. It could be like, like Angela Stanton. Uh, she has a son that is a transgender, and she won't acknowledge her son as her daughter. She only acknowledges him as her son, and her son has a issue with that. It could be something similar to that. Words of wisdom, please, and thank you. For just that. All the way over here, we got the King of Swords. Came out on the phone here. This bear strength here. Somebody is extremely strong here. 10 of Wands. That's the burden, is that they are overbearing. The mother here, when it could be loving, more family oriented, more generous, and more loyal, right? There could be like another person that is more loyal to them, more accepting towards them here, versus that overbearing energy and eater, right? With that bear energy. Excuse me. Where's the wisdom for Jill Scott? What is this? Two of Pentacles. Excuse me. This Two of Clovers with the Six of Pentacles. Right, this double Jeopardy. Who is Jill Scott? Where's the wisdom? What's this Clover energy? Ruwak Hakadash. You got King of Wands that came out over here by this King of Spades here, the sports energy. This desirability in it. Someone's husband, father, baby father here that chose to battle men. There's like a combative spirit here that has deceived somebody here with the Devil card. It's kept someone stagnant. Death card here. I feel like it's kept someone stagnant, more like they always run into the same type of issue. Like they could actually enjoy fighting men or battling men, or they may have had to always battle men all their life here, like ruling that. So once they gotten the ability to stand into their power, they've always usurped their power, their authority over a male. And that is an issue, I feel like. Words of wisdom. What is this? Two of Clovers. Choices. We got a Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. And then we have the Eight of Wands. 14 plus 8, making that 22, which is the Four agreement. Somebody is always happy, right? In the beginning of relationships here, they get married. They're happy at the beginning of the relationships. They choose to do this, but it ends just as quickly. And it's possibly over money because they make more money. Queen of Pentacles. They make more money. They manage their money. They are in control of their money. They protect and guard their money. And it could start arguments here. And there could be some sort of conflict within the mind about, oh, this person is only with me for the money or before my fame. That's Two of Clovers, fame and fortune, feeling entitled to such a thing here. Judgment. And so they end up blowing the horns on a relationship. I don't know how many times Jill Scott has been married, but she's been married a few times, it seems like. Words of wisdom, please, and thank you, Ruwak Kakadash. And each time that she gets married, it's the same issue. The same issue. King of Wands, 14, yeah. 14 plus 8, making that 22, which is the Four marriages, unions. It ends just as quickly as it begins. Words of wisdom. There's conflict in it. And it could be also about women as well. Desirable women, more desirable women. It's like a esteem issue there. What is this? Clovers, please and thank you. It could be like, oh, you only with me because of my money, because you don't desire me like you would desire these other women, or it's a what they call self-esteem issue. Words of wisdom, please and thank you, Ruwak Kakadash. And you end up running people off Two of clovers. That's the choice. Poyel. We clarified the two of clovers, and then the two of pentacles came out with this six of pentacles, making up the eight of pentacles, the foundation here to these men. Is that right? It possibly be like the beginning of relationships, and somebody could be caking off, spending a lot of money here, taking trips, doing all these things, footing the bill for it, and then they get into these relationships and you become a ruler of the relationship, as if this man cannot tell you anything here. And this is what you like to do. It's not even a thing that just happens or you just ran into it one time. You've run into it multiple times. The Secret, the Hermit, to the Alchemy, and the Death card here. It's like an ever-ending cycle. One hasn't grown from that here, the World card. They haven't grown from that, so they continuously go through this cycle over and over and over again, and then never reflecting amongst oneself to why they continuously have this issue. So there's an issue, I feel like, with a child, a male child. What is this Queen of Cups with this stork energy, please? And thank you, Ruwa Kakadash. We have all of these cards. We got the Four of Cups that came out. The Queen of Cups on the Queen of Cups. Making that 17 cups, which is the 8. The Six of Cups. Making that, what, 23. Page of Pentacles, grief. These choices here. The Devil. The Six of Pentacles. And the Chariot, victory. Someone feeling entitled here. These lies. I don't know if, as I was talking about the stagnant energy, like somebody's continuously going through the same cycle of having to dish out money here. They don't want to do that anymore. We got 17 being the foundation here. Remember, there's something here that was said about family or about the industry and this woman working or ruling in the industry. Somebody could have even said someone was difficult to work with. I'm going to pick all these up because it was too many. Too much going on there. Yep. 10 of Cups, the industry, harmony, balance, music, somebody being defensive, and as I was saying, combative. They always was fighting. More desirable women here, Queen of Wands. There could even be something here that was stored, like a memory that was stored in a house. Somebody wasn't even acceptive of other women that they thought looked better than them or could sing better than them, or they didn't want to work with other women in the industry, right? That's something that someone has discussed before, right? Words of wisdom. What is this Queen of Cups? Energy distort. The World card here, the Fountain of Wisdom came out. And it's possibly because of someone's weight here. It came out on the sacral chakra, the stomach. Page of Pentacles, the choice to use another person that was more desirable. This is what's the trigger, right? With that Seven of Wands. To use someone that was more visually desirable here with this World card. That's the eye. The choice. That damaged someone here. Page of Wands message. This is what keeps you stagnant. It's the fact that in the industry, there was a male that you could have been in a relationship with. You could actually have had a child with this man, and he chose to use another woman instead of you because they told you that that person was more desirable. You could have even been pregnant at that time, and they didn't want to use you in the video for the vocals. And I don't know, is that Erykah Badu? It could be Erykah Badu. That's what I'm feeling like. Erykah Badu was used, and you had an issue with that, and so you never liked her, or you treated females in a not so nice manner, right? So you never really had like female features. I don't know if that's real or not, but it's very possible from what I'm getting that you haven't. And that's what birthed this mindset that you have. Queen of Cups, please, and thank you, Ruwa Kakadash. It's what keeps you stagnant here. Page of Wands came out again. Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands. That's 11 plus 8, making that 19, which is the 10, the burden, bag lady. Yep, Knight of Swords. You're combative against this person here. High Priestess, intuitively knowing the way that you talk and communicate, judgment. You possibly had some sort of argument, or you have been very verbally abusive, is what I'm hearing, towards more desirable women. High Priestess energy. I feel like desirable women, or people who have reached higher status or stature than you even know. Like, you are very successful in your own right. There's something about a look visually. What is this Queen of Cups energy, please and thank you? We got the Ace of Wands that came out in reverse. So there's a failure there on this Eight of Wands, looking at the Nine of Wands. A failure to guard and protect you. So you could feel like this man failed to do such a thing here. And you want somebody to publicly acknowledge that, possibly, or there is some sort of acknowledgement of it. Nine of Wands. This, I don't know if somebody felt like they were blackballed or cut out of something. There's an issue there, though. There's an issue. Or you could be speaking about this, how you always had to struggle or fight for something because you were deemed less desirable because of your weight. These are covering up the sacral chakra, so there's something about the stomach there. But there's a disconnect, right? A delay there. Queen of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Ace of Wands, making that the Ninth of Wands, delays. This could have delayed you. You could be saying that this person ran interference or he was blocking you. You could have felt that way. 14 plus 8 is 22. Plus 1, making that 23. And this conflict, that's a fight, right? That's the conflict. 23 plus 11, making that way 34, 7. Yeah, this is why you're so defensive. Why you always fight with someone's father here. Justice. 7 of Cups, chaos and confusion, the illusion. What is this Sun card, please and thank you? So somebody could be wanting to clear up some sort of illusion, right? Illusion. Or they could be saying that that you're the problem, right? They're identifying that you're the problem, or they are showing that some sort of aggression that you didn't ever want to be seen publicly. What is the Sun card? Please and thank you. The Knight of Cups, emotionally driven over a child, not keeping a child away from their father. That's a revelation here. The secret to the alchemy. Kept keeping that hidden in the dark. Ten of Swords, you may feel like you've been stabbed in the back by your own child. If they reveal that, or if they turn on you, right? If they turn on you. Ten of Cups, family. 10 of Pentacles came out right behind that. It was the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Page of Cups, a child, remembers the plans here. They remember how you would orchestrate things. Like if he was supposed to come and pick up his child, you would plan to go on some sort of trip, or you would move, you would have this person, you would go out, or you would do things to interfere. Is what I'm getting. You would do things to interfere. What is the Sun, please? And thank you. They are exposing that. Yeah, they're not playing with that here. There's 9 of Pentacles. Get all dressed up here. 10 of Cups for functions. We got the Death card that came out. And the 4 of Pentacles, controlling. All these cards. The Tower, time for the foundation to be uprooted here. These lies about someone being defensive or guarding or protecting their own child here. No, the Sun card, that is a fallacy, is what I'm getting here with the Page of Pentacles. Right? This person, they could even be saying like, oh, they would get all dressed up and wait by the door and be like, oh, this, you would manipulate them here. The magician. Say, oh, your dad's coming. You get them all dressed up and uh, knowing that the dad was supposed to be coming there tomorrow, but you would have him there the day before. You would have this person dressed up and ready the day before, and knowing that he wouldn't show up until the next day, just to manipulate the visual of it, right? And you had him isolated from his father until he became aware of particular things, is what I'm feeling. What is this sun card? It was too much that came out. We got the Five of Swords that came out, and the Ten of Pentacles, family, estate here, desire to know, the acquisition of wisdom here, jealousy, envy, chaos, and confusion. Somebody is saying that they are always in confusion. They always want to be in control. They would argue with people at the door. They would, even family members would try to come pick them up. There could be even like family members that would try to discuss these things with you, and you would be combative with them. They would even send a family member. It could even be band members would try to communicate with you, and you would combat them. You would battle them. You weren't nice to them, like verbally, like the voice and speaking. You're not nice. The way that you communicate, you're not nice. That's being revealed here. Queen of Wands possibly always was talking about like even if this person didn't want to be with you, or they didn't desire you, they didn't want to be in a relationship with you, you made it very difficult for them to get to see their child here. 13 plus the 11, making that 24. 6 publicly recognized here. This defeat here. 6 of Swords, leaving with possessions, following people here. King of Pentacles at the door, being aggressive at the door. Somebody is extremely aggressive here. The 8 of Pentacles, the foundation, this attachment. Somebody is 9 of Wands, like I said, being isolated. Somebody is extremely aggressive in the way that they speak. Like in nowadays, people have like ring cameras. They got all type of ways of recording people, and it's just not a good look. What's this last card for the Sun card, please? And thank you, Reebok Kakadash. It is not a good look. They could even have like recordings. They heard the recordings. This child heard the recordings, you know, like they recorded you. They got testimonies from other people. Sun card. But it could even be like if their father isn't, you know, their father could be ill or in a hospital here. We got Temperance. The Knight of Pentacles. The Death card. And the Page of Pentacles. Like, they've heard people's testimonies about this. They've listened to what other people have to say about the situation. Someone could like be in a hospital. They could have fallen ill. Their father could have fallen ill, and they're choosing to go see them, and you don't understand why they are, and you're causing problems for them because they made this decision to go do such, and you don't like it. 13, yeah, what do you want? King of Wands, conflict over someone's father. It could be their son. It could be like your son or your daughter, whoever it is. You have a child that is going to see their father because they could have fallen ill, or they are in some sort of situation where they could be even on their last leg, you know, and they want to actually mend fences and actually, you know, be a part of the family, grieve, or whatever it is that they're going through, and you have an issue with that. Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, 11 plus 12, making that 23 here to 5. Death card here, time at the door, time of death. I don't know what that is. A time for rebirth. There could be a time of a new beginning for this person, a new beginning for the family. It could be the time where people should let the past go and actually start anew. This person could be willing to do such a thing, and you're dimming the light. You're like, you're the problem. You're the problem. Ace of Pentacles. The secret to the alchemy here, the windfall, earth element. So It's something that's rooted. It could be about family, money, inheritance, the will, all of these things. You could be worried about if your child is going to be receiving something. Like they never, it could be like back child support. It could be things like that that is what you're more concerned about other than this person's health or if this person's going to get better. You're in there causing confusion, chaos and confusion instead of actually, you know, being for the best interest of your child. And that is what's making that child look at you different here. Instead of being a supportive mother, you're being a hindrance. What is this King of Swords with the flowers? You could have sent flowers instead of, or they could choose to send flowers. Um, this person could have never paid child support. You could have never put them on child support. And now, and they were never around for this child as you raised them up. But now that they have fallen ill, this child is wanting to be around them and all this, and that. And you're like, where is my money at? And you're just not. I mean, some people feel like they have the right to feel particular ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't never did shit for me. Why would I want to do something for you? Shit like that. It could be like that. There's animosity. It's what I'm feeling. King of Swords, energy, words of wisdom. What are these flowers? Please and thank you. Well, all power and authority here. The Hierophant came out on the Death card, the Knight of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Ten of Pentacles. What is that? 11 plus 12 is 23 plus 10, making that 33, which is the 6. Feeling entitled. That's the truth. Victory. Speaking with authority. Speak something with authority. You could be like, this child could be the firstborn. Right? If somebody was to succumb to some sort of illness or whatever tragedy it is, if they were supposed to succumb, you're over here battling, fighting for an inheritance for your child instead of like even giving some sort of condolences. Like you're being difficult, very difficult. You could even hire a lawyer. You're battling someone's estate though. The Devil. Stagnation here. Hangman. Dark Night of the Soul. 6 of Wands. So there's something that's happening here publicly for you. I don't want to say it's like a shaming, but I feel like it is because you're not it doesn't go well for you in the public's eye, right? They don't receive it positively is what I feel like. They don't receive your actions positively. They in this day and age, they don't care about a scorned woman, right? Hell have no fury like a scorned woman. They don't care about those things. They're just going to see you as like the bitter woman, right? Because this person could be beloved, or they could remember things that this person has done. It could be good at charity. They could actually take care of children. They could actually have an orphanage, or they do things for children. Like there's testimonies of this person being a good, upstanding person versus whatever it is that you're saying. So it comes off possibly as if you're bitter or angry, and it's not received very well in the public here. And especially like if you go in there and like destroy property, or if you like destroying someone's, like if someone brought someone flowers and you're in there destroying their flowers, throwing the flowers around, like what Rick James was saying, what Charlie Murphy said. Rick James was like, man, fuck your couch. That's what you was like. They're not gonna like that. And especially if they can see you doing it. It don't look good for you. What is these flowers? The lilies, the gift, words of wisdom. And we got the Chariot. We got a 3 of Cups. And then we have the Five of Cups. Grief and sorrow. Eight of Cups, a celebrity is being grieving. And instead of you just walking away and waiting for the right time to do such, until things have there's a right time to do things. There's a right way to do things. And instead of you waiting that time to do it, you go in there and you cut a damn fool in front of this family. He could have a daughter. He could have like a biracial child. Karma. Seven of Wands, being defensive. He could have like a biracial child here that he had with like someone that he could have cheated on you with, or you felt like the mother was more desirable than you. It's toxic energy with that devil energy that gives them the upper hand. So it's best that you wait. You wait something here. Or it could even be like the news can report this, right? With this Page of Pentacles, the news can report that something, like if someone passes away, like a father could pass away, and the news only knew about the child that he was had with his current wife, and they report, that they left behind a daughter, and that was like 25, and then that's all that they reported. But no one knew that you had a son by this person or you had a daughter by this person as well. And that child is like 27. And you like, no, they had that firstborn child, which is my child. Like, and you could be like, F them, F that. My child is their firstborn. My child should be the one that receives everything. Woo, 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 woo. And, the inheritance and all that extra stuff. You come out defensive and combative, and it's not received in that positive way because they're still mourning, right? They're still mourning while somebody's giving them their flowers and their respect here at Four of Wands. You over here stepping on their flowers, Page of Cups, all because of some sort of immaturity here over these children, right? Because you birthed the first child. You had the first child apparently. And no one knows that 11 plus 12, making that 23, which is 5 on this 5 of Cups, making that 10 of Cups, which is the 3 of Cups. And I feel like this person it could be by a white woman. I don't know. It's a biracial child, possibly. He could have been married to a white woman, and you could have said something about that here. And you made it about a color thing, or right? They could have been saying that he was an upstanding father. He always took care of the kids. He took care of her kids. Woo, woo, woo. But then you come back and you combat that here with this 5 of Swords energy. And it's like, nah, he was a deadbeat father. He never took care of his child. He never paid his child support. Woo, woo, woo. We never acknowledged their son, but he's going to acknowledge somebody else's. And all this stuff here, justice. And I feel like it don't look good for it don't pan out the way that you think it's going to pan out, because the family maybe have some sort of proof of how you are not being honest about a situation, especially like if you were a combative woman. You never would let this man see this child, so he never believed that the child was his, or like things like that. You could have cheated on him when y'all were together, stuff like that. He always wanted a DNA test, which he would always not show up to court, or some things like that. So they could have never believed it. And they have proof of that. There's documents, like they got phone records, they got letters, they got video proof of you cutting up on this person, stalking this person, being aggressive to this person, challenging this person, trying to fight this person. Like you were not being a party that wanted to get something accomplished. It was more like you were a party that wanted to cause a problem. And so he cut you off, and that's why, right? But he could have set up an account for his child. If that was his child, he could have had that where the child is the inheritance of it. It's in his will. It's stated in his will that this child is his. And when it comes out to the reading of the will, then you will find out that this child is going to receive whatever they're supposed to receive. But they possibly didn't want you receiving anything from them. What is this? Flowers. Last card, please. And thank you, Ruach Kakadash. And so there's something here, right? And I feel like this situation is happening to make you grow, to make you acknowledge something here, right? To look the man in the mirror, right? Look at the person in the mirror. So to move you from this stagnant energy, because you've been there for a long time. That's what I feel like. What is this flowers energy? King of Swords. Please, so thank you for Jill Scott. We have the Seven of Wands. Victory is mine. Two of Cups. Somebody being victorious over this relationship here. Possibly because they cut it off. On this Page of Pentacles and a Death card here, Windfall. This Page of Pentacles on the Ace of Pentacles. Because this person was successful. 12 plus 12 making that 24, which is 6, all being about money here. Two of Wands. This is what kept someone stagnant, as I was saying. 8 plus the 2, making that 10, plus the Ace of Wands, making that the Page, which is going back to stagnation here, the Revelation. Being stabbed in the back here. This is how it is revealed as to why you are a particular way, right? It's going to have to make you, in order for you to grow, you're going to have to be able to reveal why you are like this. And in telling that story is possibly how you can get the empathy that one may need in order, or that following that you may need to release whatever new music it is that you are attempting to release. But in order for you to even do that, it's like you must go through these steps. You must go through this transition period. Is what I feel like. It's a transition period for you. It is like a dark night of the soul. You have to go through this dark night of the soul. Yeah. In order to get the healing that you need, or the support that you want, possibly for your career. If you tell that story, and people will remember at those times. They remember those times. They'll remember, and it's like, damn, why is it that on the album Jill Scott is singing, or when y'all were on tour, you were singing, but when it came out with the video, or when they first heard the song, it was you singing, but when it came out with the video, another person was singing. I don't know how many times that happened to you, but it happens all the time in the industry. I'm thinking about Kelly Price. Kelly Price can even support you in this because she may have dealt with it. I know she has dealt with situations like that as well, where because of the way that someone looked, or their weight, or how they're perceived, that the industry tells them that they're not going to be successful. But in reality, you were successful. You fought that battle. You were able to overcome that battle, right? And you telling your story could be beneficial because other artists possibly have felt the same way. Anything else to close this out, Ruach Kakadash? Please and thank you. So one needs to look in the mirror and actually ask them their own question. Who is Jill Scott? Words of wisdom. Who is that, right? King of Cups came out. The Ace of Swords came out. And the Four of Cups came out on the Page of Cups. King of Cups and the Four of Cups, looking at 15 Cups, 6 of Cups. Remember, right? The truth shall set you free here. 8 of Cups, walking out of ways. A whole bunch of cup energy, emotions. As I say, emotions make me cry sometimes, right? Being vulnerable instead of being that hard person here in judgment. Judgment. Instead of being that hard woman, that bear that's ready to fight and to war, being emotional and vulnerable can actually help move you uh, towards the victory that you want, instead of being stagnant and a stagnant energy ready to battle and fight all the time. Because the Page of Cups, Five of Cups, and the Three of Cups is right here. That's what, 8 plus 11, making that 19, plus 4, making that 23, plus 14, making that what, 37, which is the 10 of Cups. The industry. Walking away from the industry. This is what made you want to walk away from the industry. This is your decision to walk away. That was the reason why you decided to walk away. Being vulnerable about those decisions, speaking about that, telling your truth can actually give you your victory over this stagnation. Pride is what I'm getting. Pride. Your feelings being hurt. Windfall here with all power and authority. Page of Pentacles, the good news, gospel. 11 plus 11 is 22. Take your power back and control yourself. 3 of Wands. Waiting. Weigh out your options here. Queen of Wands. With that 3 of Wands, picking that what? 16 Wands, which is the 7. Instead of being defensive. The Knight of Wands, an argumentative, ready to fight, combative. Rapid development here that can help propel you towards your success. Last card, last go round, please, and thank you, Ruwak Kakadash, for Jill Scott. Yeah, it can help propel you forward here. Ace of Wands successfully with the 8 of Wands. The foundation here, working very hard, being emotional here, love, compassion. Queen of Pentacles, that's your earthly power here, being able to feel intuitively. 7 of Cups, don't let these things, your emotions, cloud your judgment. Don't let them cloud your judgment here. Page of Pentacles, good news. That's the good news. That the Lord is here for you, right? It is here. He is here for you. 8 of Wands to communicate these messages to help you move yourself from this stagnant energy. 8 plus the 3, making that the Page, which is the 2. Stagnant energy, being stuck, right? No movement. Queen of Swords. You don't have to be an eater of men. You don't have to cut everyone's heads off, right? You don't have to harness this masculine energy and be cutthroat. And with this Queen of Swords on this King of Swords, this King of Swords, this Queen of Swords on the Ace of Swords, making that the King of Swords, which is the 5 of Swords. That mean verbal, what they call that verbal lashing of the tongue. You don't have to be like that over men, right? Man eaters. Because the Queen of Swords, she usually chops the man's head off, right? She's a man eater. She cuts men's head off. How does she do that? With her sword, the Ace of Swords, turning her into a masculine energy. Even though she's wise, she's witty, she's smart, intelligent, she's all those things, right? She's all those things, but 4 and 1 makes the 5. So she's also jealous. 5 of Swords is already out here. She's jealous. She speaks and says mean things towards who? King of Cups, men. Men. You don't want that to destroy you, because this person could have been mean to you before, right? It could have said mean things about how one looked. That's what's held you stagnant. Like, they were very mean to you. And that is okay for you to express that burden, but it's a way that you do it, right? And with that, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day. Bye.